Emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa riwo. Yekwemiyo, emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa riwo. Yekwemiyo, emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa yawa, emonchade wa riwo. Yekwemiyo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy weekend. Here is Mother Nature Obomoto 1. Today, I would like to speak about my experience with the spiritual awakening and third eye opening. Now, one like make I speak about today. First of all, the time when my own stay start, na like feeling of water rushing. Like say water dey rush pass into all my body from down of my leg dey come up slowly. Na almost like Kundalini awakening. E be like some people dey get the feeling like say snake dey enter their body, dey from each leg dey come up, all their weight dey come up to their forehead. But my own be like rushing water. E be like energy wey dey flow from my legs, from my toes dey come up to my forehead. My body come start to dey shake. Sometimes till today, sometimes my leg still dey shake or my hand go dey shake if e dey come again. I dey always dey feel am like that. And that my time I still get anxiety. I no come fit dey sleep. The way wey the thing come dey do me like say I dey up almost more than 1 month without almost sleeping, because I come dey fear wetin I go see if I sleep, or wetin I go dream of if I sleep. Na so the thing come dey do me. Even there was a time the thought come into my head that if I sleep, maybe I will not wake up again. So therefore I no come even dey sleep again. Even afternoon sleep, I no dey sleep. I was just lie down there, be like say I relax, but I was not actually sleeping. Na be that anxiety own. And I come still get depression. Depression, e just do me like showering of different feelings once just enter inside my body. Sometimes I feel like crying, sometimes I feel like screaming, sometimes I'll just dey sad, sometimes I feeling of heavy joy go just enter me. I will just stand up and start dancing and started singing. Just that way the thing dey come. Sometimes e go still do me, I'll just begin dey cry for no reason, just like that, out of nothing. Na so the thing come dey do me that time. Much later, when almost like going to the 2nd month, na I come fit dey sleep, and my dreams were always dreams of oceans, dreams of snakes, different kind of snake, different colors, dream of traveling. The way the thing do me that time, I wanted to always travel. I want to live where I am, to travel. So all those things now I come dey dream. And this time also I have telepathic powers. I fit dey communicate with my husband even though he was not there with me. E just be like say I dey everything wey I just dey think, he himself automatically, if I think something say I go need this thing or this thing for dey good, I not even speak with him, the next thing he will just come up with that same thing. Sometimes he will just walk onto me and say, honey, don't you think this will be good for you? Try it, maybe it will help. And that was the same thing I was thinking at the same moment. And this time I started having my visions, different kind of visions. I started feeling music. They get messages through music. Any music wey enter, that emotion, I just dey collect that emotion from everything. I was very sensible, from touching to anything. I was very sensible without controlling it. Yeah, the Christians will say at this time I was like, or I am still like born again, because everything I know just vanish. Everything I know for just vanish from my mind. Everything I learned from childhood, everything was just like useless. Everything I see, especially as my third eye come open join am, I dey see everything new, I dey see everything fresh, I dey get new thoughts and how to plan my life new, as if they just born me like newborn baby again, just come this world. Only be say you come the world like already adult, so you have the chance to start building up new things again by yourself, because you are the one that can build your reality. You are the one that can make changes on yourself. So that is how I got the feeling. The good thing in all this is that I have a positive lifestyle now, since I have my spiritual awakening. Positive lifestyles means, just as I said, there are things that are not necessary. I just leave them behind. What I know I don't need, I don't just go for it. I dey take only wetin I need. I dey try to dey live a honest lifestyle. Right from time I dey always dey talk am as e be, but since I have my spiritual awakening, it is more deeper inside, and I dey get positive thoughts. I no dey think of negativity. Even though somebody do me something, I think of forgiveness. I forgive. Because for me forgiving, I'm open up to my own higher self. That is how I can also connect with the spirit too, than to take that anger with me. That is what is new in my life. I do as good as possible to avoid negative people, meaning negative energies. If I get the feeling say somebody dey talk with me, maybe that person is coming with negative thoughts or negative poisonous thoughts approach me, I block it immediately and leave. I don't enter into conversation with such people. There are some people dey come dey speak with me, I hear, but I don't hear that deep anymore. Because before they would just start to be talking with me, I would just open up my whole self throughout that whole conversation. And since I have my spiritual awakening, when I do such thing, opening up my whole self during a conversation, later I will lack so much energy. I will feel down. I will feel too down. They are like, I call them energy vampires. They will suck my energy. And only for me having a conversation with only one person for maybe 10 to 20 minutes, I will need my energy for complete 2 days. I will feel so down, feel so powerless. My energy will be gone. I will just start sleeping to thank my power for almost 2 days without doing anything, only to gather my power from only this 20 minutes conversation with these energy vampires. So therefore, when I make conversation with such people, I will not open up my whole self with my feelings and all. I will just listen to the short. I will not listen to what they are saying deep. And if I see how the conversation is going, then I will tell the person to please come to point. Or I will break that conversation and just leave that person and walk away. And what changes in my life too is also healthy living. I eat healthy. Try to be in a healthy environment. I feel attracted right from time to nature. Where I live, I have many trees around me. I used to take a walk much in nature. Even though it's raining, I used to come out, let that rain drop touch my skin. It is a blessing. So I eat more vegetables, more fruits, any food that comes from the earth, which is healthy, I eat. Nuts also. That is the healthy lifestyle. Before I was eating, but I eat much of junk foods. I eat sometimes kebab, pizza, all such. But since my spiritual awakening, I don't eat such things again. And the other thing again that changed in my life is pains. I don't used to have much pains again. Since this energy that I have once, this rushing water moving up from my toes up to my spine and up to my forehead, since it happens to me, I don't used to have pains anymore. The pains I had, everything is gone. Even before, I was having chest problem for many years. I was even going to hospital. But since the spiritual awakening, I was surprised when I went to make the test. They said there is nothing again that is affecting me. Everything just cleared off. And since years, I used to have back pains. I used to have muscle pains, bone pains. But since my spiritual awakening, everything just gone off. What I used to have sometimes since my third eye opened is headache. That is what I used to have sometimes. Because sometimes if my third eye want to open, I will start feeling pressure on my forehead and very strong headache. The only thing that I feel sometimes. Apart from that one, my health is balanced and stable. I don't feel sick. And though I eat healthy, but all the things that has been wrong with my body, that affects my body since many years, are all gone. What's new again in my life is sleeping. Every day I woke up between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning. This time I used to wake up. I don't used to sleep deep this time. It's as if the whole day I'm just sleeping, but once it comes to that time, I'm wake. What I also feel is tiredness about little things. Before, I can do 20 things at once, programming myself. But since my spiritual awakening and third eye opening, I cannot do that anymore. I can't. I can only do like 2 things in a day. Anything more than that 2 things is taking my energy. And then I will need again 2-3 days to gather my power, to gather my energy again. So therefore, I avoid doing more than 2 things in a day. Like if I have important appointment and such things, I managed it. Do not let it to be more than 2 in a day. So that I will not lose my energy, so that I will still be in the same vibration. I will still be balanced. That is what changes also. I've already speak about energy vampires. I avoid all those energy vampires. Some that want to come as friends or as family member or whatever, or total strangers. So some of them, when they come with their gossip and with their negativity, I just avoid them. I don't go into conversation with them. I break the conversation just to keep my energy to myself, just to keep my energy balanced to myself. What also changed in my life since my spiritual awakening and third eye opening is my taste and smells change. I can't eat the same thing that I've been eating since years. I can't anymore. The smell for things change. I smell more intensive from far. I smell evil. I smell the evil on people. I smell a lot of things since my third eye awoken. And I see things clearly. I say clearly because depending on what somebody is seeing, but I see things clearly, as if I wear a big eyeglass like 3D, 3 dimension eyeglass on my forehead. And what also changed in my life is I start making changes in my life. Many things that I have before, I have to throw most of the things off to start afresh, to start a new life. From friends, I cut relationship off. I love being on myself. I love being to myself. because when I'm alone, here I gather my energy. I gather my energy if I'm alone. So that is why I avoid friends. I avoid some particular family members that come with negativities and trying to put negative thoughts into me. I avoid them totally. I avoid living a lavishing lifestyle. As I said before, I only take what I need. I don't take over access of what I don't need. I don't run and chase money as if there is no tomorrow. Everybody needs money to sustain. Yes, everybody needs money to sustain. But you must not need money to survive. It is two different part of thing. It's two different things. We need money to sustain ourselves, but not money to survive. So I don't just run over money like before. Everything is money, everything is work. I work. Before I worked 14 hours in a day with 4 different shifts. I didn't even have time for my kids. I didn't even have time for my family, for my husband. There was no time. The time I was seeing my husband and my kids is with appointments. When they want something from me, we have to do it earlier. They have to tell me earlier. That was the way I was living my life. Even on weekends, I still have to work. Even on Christmas or New Year, I was still working. And that for more than 12 good years. So all those things, I breaked it. I put it at the side. So I now said to myself, now I'm drawing back. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a girlfriend. Now I start taking care of my own self, of my own need, and not the need of anybody else first. I just program it. I'm having time for my family. And not wasting my time on too much working and let me work the best, let me get more money or such things. No, now I have time for my husband. That is the most important thing for me now. This is since my spiritual awakening, all these changes to positively. And also sometimes I get flash about past life. Sometimes I'll just sit down or I'll just be taking a walk. I'll just receive flash. I see something flash over me. This thing, I'll just say to myself, this thing I've done it before. But not this time. I've not done it this time. And I've not even seen it before. But I have the feeling I have done such before. Or I've been there, that particular place before in my past life. Or sometimes I will just have my childhood experience flash up to me. I will remember what I ate on that day. I will remember every little things on that day. And these are time maybe I was even, let's say maybe 5, 6 years old. But I remember everything. Like flashlights. There were even one time that I even sent food. That food I've never ever ate it since I'm in this Europe. And even the time that I ate it, I was very little. But I remembered it, which is very, very interesting. And the last one is, I now know that all religion are one. I don't have, like you will see, there is this Jehovah Witness woman that came up to me. And this woman was trying to convince me to convert to Jehovah Witness and all that. So there was another person there that was talking. That man was a Catholic. They started making arguments over themselves. Asked me for what. I told them at the end of the day, we are serving one God. At the end of the day. So why discriminating this religion to make your own better? It is also written in the Bible, thou shalt not judge, but they do. So since my spiritual awakening and my third eye opening, I see all religion are one. All are one because we serve only one God. That is what we serve. Only we serve them in different ways. So that is all I have to say. I know there are many more, but these are the ones that come up to my thoughts for today. Maybe I will also speak about my experience. But for now, this is the one that come up to my thoughts. Thank you for listening to me. You all have a nice weekend and God bless.